How to draw your name using one-point perspective.
Ooh. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Hi friends, welcome to art class today with Mrs. Cassins. Today I'm going to teach you how to draw your name using one-point perspective. All you'll need today is a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, and if you have a ruler, that's awesome, but you can also just use the side of your paper too. So join me right down here when you're ready. So all I'm going to be using right now is a pencil and an eraser. If you have an eraser and your pencil, that's awesome too. So I'm going to be using my daughter's name, which is Merritt. And
Merritt is super stoked.
And so if you want to have a little sketchbook or piece of paper on the side where you can make some notes before you get started, that's awesome. So I'm going to spell out Merritt first, which is M-E-R-R-I-T-T. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters in her name. So I want to make sure that on my paper I have enough room for all 7 spaces, because a lot of times what happens is we start off making our letters real big, and then when we get to the end, we don't have enough space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a ruler, and I'm going to give myself a little marker at the top and at the bottom. It has 7 spaces in it, so I need to make sure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. So I'm going to turn my paper a little bit so that I can see it better, and then I'm just going to make a little sketch line. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once you've arranged the spaces for all the characters in your word, you're then going to lightly, and I repeat, lightly, sketch in your name.
So I'm using this sketch that I've made of all the letters to help me figure out how that block is going to look. So I'm going to widen my space, just my M, just a little bit like this. So now I have an M. So now that I have my block letters, I'm going to add a tiny dot right up here in the middle of my paper. So I'm going to find the middle, and it's right about there. And I'm going to make just a little dot, kind of like a period. And now I'm going to make sure that all of our letters recede, which means go back. So all of my letters are going to go back to this point. And that's how we're going to make them look three-dimensional. So we're going to kind of pretend like we have 2 points, and there's a string that's connecting all of our letters to the back. So if we pretend like this is a point, this is a point, this is a point, we're going to match up these points and make a line. So our line is just a dot that went for a walk. So here's my dot, connect it to the other dot, and then you have one line. So we're going to continue doing that. So now we've made our M look like it's three-dimensional. So we're going to continue doing that down the whole word. And I'm going to make some dots on my E so that you can see where they meet up.